Some stuff that we do in church that ain't Bible. And then there's a whole lot of stuff that's in the Bible we don't do in church. But one thing I do recognize is that the Bible says that it is traditions of men that have made the word of no effect. In other words, it is the traditions of men that has caused the word to lose its potency and its power. Nothing else should we be doing than trying to figure out what it is that is not in the book that we don't need to have in our church services. And what is it, God, that's in the book that is absent from our church services? And this is what happens here now. They begin to spit venom on Paul and Silas based upon the fact that they did stuff that was not ordinary, that they were teaching things that were not ordinary, that they were functioning in an extraordinary way. And the Bible says that they got so angry that the magistrates decided to give them a fourfold honorarium package because of their commitment to ministry. What did they give them, Pastor Marvin? The first thing that they gave them because of their commitment to ministry is that they beat them with many stripes. The second thing they got because of their commitment and faithfulness to ministry is that they were locked up in some Roman stocks. The third thing they got, my beloved brothers and sisters, because of their commitment and faithfulness to ministry is that they were thrown in the innermost part of the prison in a place of isolation and seclusion. And lastly, as a part of their ministry package, they received their own guard. I lost y'all. I got to put y'all back up. I said because of Paul and Silas's faithfulness and commitment to ministry, they received a fourfold ministry package. And the first thing that they got, because of their commitment and faithfulness to ministry, is that they were beaten with many stripes. The second thing they got because of their commitment and faithfulness to ministry, as a payment, if you will, is that they were locked up in some Roman stocks. The third thing they got because of their commitment and faithfulness to ministry as a part of their ministry package is that they were thrown in the innermost part of the prison in a place of isolation and seclusion. And lastly, because of their commitment and faithfulness to ministry, they received a very special gift. They received their own guard. One more time, because I think I lost you. Let me catch you back up. I said the first thing they got as a part of their ministerial package is that they received being beaten with many stripes. The second thing that they got because of their commitment and faithfulness to ministry is that they were locked up in some Roman stocks. The third thing they got as a part of their ministerial package because of their commitment and faithfulness to ministry is that they were thrown in the innermost part of the prison in a place of isolation and seclusion. And lastly, beloved, lastly, because of their commitment and faithfulness to ministry, as a part of the free will offering that was being given to them, the last thing that they got is they got their own guard. I lost y'all because some of y'all saying he's crazy. What is he talking about? I stopped by here to tell you that shows us something that I think we need to examine for a minute. It shows us that just because you do the will of God, it doesn't mean that everything in your life is going to always turn out good. But sometimes doing the will of God is going to cause you to get beat up. Sometimes doing the will of God is going to cause you to get locked down. Sometimes doing the will of God is going to cause you to get locked up. Sometimes doing the will of God is going to put you in isolation and seclusion. And sometimes the enemy is going to assign folk to watch you just to see how you're going to respond up under the pressure. However, no matter what the enemy does, maintain your character and maintain your composure and let the devil know just because I'm in a bad place and in a bad position, it does not mean that I'm going to not function in my purpose. The Bible begins to draw lines here now because